Since we aren't very sure of the motivations of the characters, there is no connect that you have. Director Sudheer Varma doesn't soften the blows because his leads are women. The police work 24/7 and thanks to their efforts, Hyderabad has been comparatively crime-free. Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. You're watching Not A Tolly review. My name is Hriday Ranjan. This week's release is Saakini Daakini, directed by Sudheer Varma, starring Regina Cassandra and Nivetha Thomas. The film is an official remake of the Korean film Midnight Runners, which was released in the year 2017. Shalini and Damini joined the Telangana Police Academy as trainees to become future police officers. They are like chalk and cheese. Shalini is an outgoing motor mouth, willing to go to any extent even if it means pissing people off. Damini is a prim and proper girl who comes from a family of police officers, and her upbringing makes it hard for her to adjust to the harsh realities of living life as a police trainee. Sudheer Varma's take on the Korean original has one major change. The protagonists of this film are both women, and I was curious to see how the screenplay would be molded to suit this change. To his credit, director Sudheer Varma doesn't soften the blows because his leads are women. It is still an action thriller, and at no point does he show his women to be weaker or less capable physically than the rest of the batch, which also consists of men. But the rest of the writing is lackluster. Nivetha Thomas is given much of the comedy heavy lifting as the brash ex-kabaddi player who doesn't mind roughing it out with her opponents. She is an apt foil to Regina, whose heart isn't completely in the training process. She has other aspirations in life, and her privilege makes her cock a snook at her partner. Director Sudheer Varma also ropes in a number of comedians to induce laughter, and that is where the film feels its weakest. The comedy scenes nearly make a mockery of the police force. In case you aren't aware, Hyderabad is one of the most surveilled cities in the world and #1 in India. The police work 24/7 and thanks to their efforts, Hyderabad has been comparatively crime-free when compared to other metros. But if you see the police officers in this film, you might think it was all a fluke. Nobody in the police academy is actually fit. And the training montages are written as comedy scenes. Mikey McCleary, who has provided the background score for Bollywood films such as Bombay Velvet, Shandar and Shaitan, provides the music for this film. He whips up an eclectic score like a mix of Carnatic and jazz, which sounds interesting as a standalone soundtrack, but it doesn't affect the film in any way. Even technically, the film doesn't have too much going for it. There is a blanket of artificiality to the entire film. In one scene, the characters are brushing their teeth and nobody has toothpaste on their brushes. It's absurd. The writing isn't too sharp either. For a story about aspiring police officers, the film could have been a sharp detective story or a gritty police procedural. But some of the writing choices are rather amusing. The trainees call the police whenever it's convenient for the plot and investigate by themselves when it suits the film. Since we aren't very sure of the motivations of the characters, there is no connect that you have with either their bickering, their friendship, or why they are going out of their way to investigate, even at the risk of expulsion. But the film kind of redeems itself in the final act, and it was fun to watch two ladies kick serious ass in a fight sequence. It's something I haven't seen for a long time, and Sudheer Varma brings his trademark stylish shots to the action sequences, and they are the only saving grace of the film. However, it is the writing of the film that is its weakest bits. The script is ridden with stereotypes. Nivetha Thomas cranks up her performance to an 11 and brings some of her charm to the film. Regina gets a bit of a raw deal in the movie, and while she shines in the action sequences, it is the comedy bits that seem forced, as if just to provide some sort of a artificial arc. So, would I recommend the film Saakini Daakini to a companion? I don't know. It's a bit of a middling film at best. It carries an interesting premise but fritters away its positives with some extremely weak writing. The film's leads are its saving grace, and they make the film mildly watchable. Thank you so much for watching our review of the movie. Please remember to press the bell icon and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more reviews, interesting videos and videos. Thank you.